Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone, wherever you are. Um, let's get straight into I'm not good at intros. That's Magic's thing. But yeah, today's been tradeless, to be honest with you. The setups that you had, from today going forward, there's not really been longs. You could argue trading the VWAP, but it's a risky. It's a risky game to take that trade. Especially when you're looking at the previous day, where you were. If you're trading the bounce of the VWAP, especially at the start of the day, it's normally a risky. It's a very risky trade, but there's really not been that much. I guess you could say you claimed the high there, but from the long point of view, it's the longs were down here, and the shorts have been washed through. They really have. So this morning, this was my trading plan effectively. Hide them because they're unnecessary for now. You had gold pocket on the weekly open, which you remember me saying yesterday that would be the banging trade to take. Straight through it. Absolutely blast through it. The next one was a swing failure pattern of this high and the value area high of the current little range we've got up here. Straight through it. You also had an untapped daily level here, blasted through, and it's now finally getting support. This old high. So this trade is now much weaker, but it's still on the cards. It can't be forgot about. It's if you do lose that level, it's going to be a quick move to the weekly open where you currently have your VWAP. VWAPs in this region. You've got the weekly open here. It's going to be a strong level that price really wants to hold for the further upside. Is this value area high right now on a local time frame? What I'm really looking at is a swing failure pattern of this high. It's the London session high for now. The gold pocket pretty much offered absolutely nothing. The gold pocket offered pretty much nothing, just came down and found support again and blasted through. So SFP from here is what I'd be looking for, or if not, coming and taking these highs that we've actually got. But I will be surprised if we did it so easily because those highs were rather significant from a volume standpoint. Everything was pretty bang on for them. So I will be surprised if we just come and take them so easily on such a weak move, because this move is not strong. If you look at it, open interest is heavily down on the move. Definitely built up down here with negative delta, which shows you that even though the delta was negative, someone sat there in limit orders building a big position. So you had bullish divergence all last night. You got a nice way to get into a trade down here. It was the gold pocket. Actually just came and washed through it a little bit, but as soon as you reclaimed that level, that was the nice setup that one could have taken. And you could see in the order flow, you got a load of buying come in as you started to make the move away. So even though that initial candle didn't go anywhere, penultimately it did. That would have been your candle where you enter if you're ignoring the VWAP, if you're not panicking about that. But you can always get in later when you see more. But yeah, you had many reasons to get into a long last night, especially when it did start to really tear up effectively. But overall, the move's really weak. It's not the strongest of moves. So that's why I'm saying I don't really think it's going to come and take that main high. Could be wrong. It's only a few $100s away. It doesn't really matter if it does. But I just can't see this move being... it's not really got that much strength. And if we go to the TPO chart, you can see we've got single prints the whole way up. And where does the biggest one coming around? That weekly open. So really, really key region on the chart that price wants to hold. I would look for a long there initially, but tight stop loss on that, because if lost, you're looking at a rather large drop of $300 or so. So keep your single prints on the charts. They'll be very important. You don't really need to mark it, I guess, because the weekly opens there. But if you do start to lose stuff like the that high from before that we had marked, this one here. I'll zoom back. If you do start to lose this high, these lows, maybe come under and start back testing the Q3 pivot from 2022. Start back testing that, losing it, quick trade to the weekly open, perhaps a scalp long, maybe to come up and test the what was once support before ultimately rejecting and coming down and taking some of these regions on the charts. But yeah, is this seriously going to be an under 10-minute stream? My God, I blasted through it. But yeah, there's not really too much else to go over. We're still range bound, and if Magic was here, he'd be saying, no, nothing to say today. We're range bound. Take longs at the lows and shorts at the highs. If you are thinking, oh, this is going to 30K, whatever now, this is not the time to be buying for it. The setups are down here. This is the time to be looking for shorts. For the guy in the group that just messages shorts all the time, short when? Now, at some point, wait for the setup, take the setup. Don't just take trades willy-nilly. You want the setup. And the setup for me right now, I'll go over it once more, is a short from the local London high, SFP of that. I'd be looking for it to come down and come and tap the weekly open. But yeah, long from the weekly open as well. Really simple. Hopefully we're getting some trades today. But yeah, I think if we were to really lose the weekly open, it's going to look pretty shit. No matter which way you look at it. If it loses it, closes that single print, I can't really see it holding us up anywhere before you come to that huge box that we drew yesterday on stream. There's really not that much there to hold us up. So yeah, quick and easy. Weak move up, single prints the whole way. Where's the gold pocket at? We did already look at it on member stream just then. But if you pull it from here, it's on the daily open, the current daily open, which will be pretty key to hold. If it is going to come down today, I doubt it will be, but if it does, I'd imagine it'd be pretty fast after losing the weekly open. That offers us another trade. I would also mark the previous day value area high. I need to reload this chart. I'd also mark the previous day value area high because we do have a potential Dalton in play. I know it's pretty mad saying it up here, but it's not a huge one. So come down, test the previous value area high, and then ultimately come and close the Dalton. But yeah, we are quite away from it right now, so it's probably not worth mentioning. I just did. But yeah, simple stuff. Not really too much to go over. Happy trading. I will go on for another 2-3 minutes, and we'll see what this move transpires, and then I will end the stream. Right now, you've got some longs, some positions changing hands, but do we have a finished auction? We do at this candle. What I will say about this little area that we've had, we've got bearish divergence now. What would have made me more favorable to take a short earlier is if we had bearish divergence. But the fact that we don't, and we're really holding it up here, it's telling you that, even there's not much selling going on up here. So you really need to wait for, not the blow off top, but that type of thing in order to initiate a big move down, because this high that we've got here, 10 mil, it's not that big. This one here, we've got 19 million. They're not really considerable highs, if you ask me. So, and this one he didn't have a finished auction on, so I would really like to sweep that, and that'd be the trade to take us to the weekly open. But yeah, absolutely nothing to say. 10 minutes. My God, where's magic? But yeah, easy stuff. That's the analysis. If you want me to, do you know what? I'll keep talking for another 10. But yeah, that's the analysis over. I'm going to keep repeating myself now, but we can wait and see if it's going to come up in the next 10 minutes and give us that SFP. So, as I was doing in the members stream just a second ago, ask me anything. 11 people in here. And we'll wait to see if we can get in a short. Can you do ETH? God. Shit coins. Let me just check my ETH chart. Can you look at Magic, please? Oh, I've opened up the fucking Pandora's box here. Oh shit. Now I know why Magic doesn't open the floor. I don't have charts on shitcoins, just so you know, boys. Oh god, they're coming in. This is how basic my chart is on ETH. Happy with that? But what I can do is we can go and look at the footprint. Go and look at this, because then I can kind of just scroll over it. ETH USD, and we can get some analysis from it. Let's start the hourly. Can you chart USDT? Yeah, it's bullish, mate. It's going to $5. Oh yeah. Right. Next time I have an only max stream, I will not be opening the floor. Ask me anything. Chart, please. Fair enough. Oh shit. I really look at a footprint on shit coins, to be honest with you, but let's have a look. So this is, let me hide the rect. I'm looking at the daily on this time frame, but I'm looking at the fucking hourly here. So there's the bottom of the range that you've got. Here's the top effectively, and that is above you is a deviation. Yeah, is that right? Yeah. Let's have a look at the high. I am on the hourly. Let's go and have a look on the 5 minute with them levels that we've got. How, Dad, you discover OnlyFans, and how did you start learning it? Saw a girl do it once. Saw her make loads of money. Oh, here's the high. No finished auction. Negative. It's not a good one. Volume, I imagine, is pretty decent for a shitcoin. 31 mil. Selling did start to come in after. Some trap traders up there, but they're definitely wrecked at this point. This move looks stronger. We're looking at today's price action. It looks way stronger than Bitcoin's. Look, you've got open interest going up with the delta going up. The high is wank, so I'll say that the high is not good, but the open interest is decent with the delta. So what this tells you is this is a strong move. Whereas if I go and look at, pull another chart up. Oh, I think it's 2. Pull this one up. And let me zoom out and look at Bitcoins. Let me hide this and lower that. And if you look at Bitcoins and hide the goddamn marked, it's always so disgusting. If you look at the same move that we've had, ETH has been moving up pretty nicely with increasing delta and the buying. We did have it yesterday, the open interest going up, but it was a position being built on the long side rather than the CVD going up. So even though this is the bullish thing for Bitcoin, the fact you had CVD going down, open interest going up, and price not actually able to go anywhere with that divergence. But the move itself has been it's just been wrecking all the people that were trying to short down here effectively. Whereas ETH is, a much stronger move because there's actually buying consistently going on through this move. What's the high look like that we've got right now? I'd expect ETH to take its high, which would make me lean in the corner of Bitcoin takes its high. Well, actually, fuck that. ETH won't make me lean anywhere. Bitcoin doesn't make me want to take its high. That high is dead. ETH's current little local high is so shit. Yeah, that's ETH. Strong move up, weak highs. Get them taken. I'll do one more. Fuck it, why not? What country are you in? The United Arab Emirates. What do you prefer on BTC, inverse or perpetual? Inverse, always. I hold it. So I always trade inverse. Perpetual is when you're holding USDT, isn't it? Yeah, I always prefer inverse. When it comes to reading the flow, yeah, inverse. What's your dog's name? I don't ever think I caught it. It's Badger. I'm pretty sure he's at my door. My neighbour's walking him right now. Well, hopefully. But I think he's at my door. How did you do? I've already read that one. How did you discover Orderflow? Just come across it on you watch people on YouTube. They go over it. You're like, oh, I forgot. Max stands for Maxi. How did you discover it? Yeah, you just see them doing it, and then it just makes sense. Like when you see someone reading it, and you think about it. If you really think about it, it just makes so much more sense to watch and try and learn order flow, and the footprint chart in particular, than just trying to bare naked a chart, because you can see, what are we all trying to do here? We're all trying to see, is this going to be support? Is this going to be resistance? And what really makes those two things a thing? Well, it's buying and selling. You can't see buying and selling on the candlestick chart. So you need another bit of software to see it, and that's where the footprint comes in. It just makes sense. So when I first got into it, I just saw someone talking about it, and I was like, "Oh, that looks cool." And then you go on and you find, like, on YouTube, Axia futures. They're in the stock market, but that's where they were the first people to put an educational stuff out on it. They're good. If you want to go and get some free content, Axie Futures has got good shit. If you want to try and pick it up, it's hard. They're fast, and they're not talking about crypto, so you can't really 100% correlate it. But you can probably get in each one of their videos like maybe 1, 2, 3 points, and then at the end of the day, you've got a whole notebook of. I've got a notebook somewhere. I can't remember where it is. It's actually down there, of all Axie Future videos with 1 or 3 points on every single video. And you just do that, and after a while you kind of figure it out. So it takes a long time, because though you can have all the points and know X, Y, Z of what you want to be looking for, it takes time actually watching it and doing it yourself to really pick it up. It took me it ruined my trading. I'm not saying I was an amazing trader before that, but it made me absolutely shocking for 3 months. And then I kind of was like, oh, okay. Because you read everything, And particularly in Bitcoin, what I found was, you hear, I'm actually going to go back on what I've said on Ether, or counter it a little bit. For a long time here, whenever you see buying and positive delta and positive open interest, you would typically think, it's a strong move, which I was always trying to, it puts strength into the move. I was always trying to, you know, trade with the move. If there's buying and there's open interest, it's a strong move. But then it's when you kind of think about the counter side of it, and it's, the most people are getting wrecked, and you can see where them traders are getting trapped. That's always been my favorite thing since I figured that one out. And when you see like trap traders coming in and they start to get wrecked, that's always been my favorite thing. I've taken you back to my analysis yesterday. Oh shit, Bitcoin. If you want to know what my name stands for, it's actually Max Amelian. Big up. We were down here, and I was in a short, but I knew already this was going to come and stop me out. Why? Because he had a ton of shorts entering in stupid places. This is not smart money. I know Magic said we can't call people. It's dumb money. This is dumb money. Shorting at the lows. Just fucking, why? You look at where you are. Look at all the areas you could have shorted. Up here, you're so much higher. And where did they decide to do it? Down here. Anyway. But yeah, you could kind of tell from all the positions that you had building up here, like even here, right at the low, shorts piling in. It's been the case of as soon as you get above those traders, you might not do it straight away, but eventually you're going to squeeze them out. And I think because of how the price was yesterday, when you had so many traders coming into the market, really, if you read the textbook alone, you'd be looking at this and saying, delta down, open interest up, strong move. The basics. That is the basics. And I forgot this not long ago. I'll take you back, I think it was 2 weeks on Thursday. I forgot these basics because I was so used to counter trading it because it was working for so long, specifically on the long side. You'll go back to the video and I said, there's a load of buying coming in here. I'm either going to be very right or very wrong. And I was very wrong because I was trying to counter trade it. Whereas now it's really flipped the opposing side, where when you see things like this and there's negative delta and, open interest going up, they're going to get wrecked. It's really flipped the way that it was working. It's flipped to wreck the shorts, it appears. But yeah, easy, basic stuff. I don't know what the question even was, but I just kept talking. But yeah, 23 minutes. I feel like I've done a better job than a 10-minute stream. So apologies to the people that asked for shitcoins. I went over ETH a little bit. But yeah, peace out, everyone.